What's going on, you guys? Just talking here. Obviously, the Raiders have won. It's not really a bad game, but I can't say it was great. This is Jacksonville we played, so I hate acting spoiled or kind of nonchalant after a win, but there's still some problems with this team. It's pretty obvious. Not going to say, like, be a Debbie Downer, but there were things that were bad. And now, first of all, the negatives, since we won, I'll talk about the negatives. I didn't like that we had to settle for field goals. That first Janikowski miss was kind of painful, but he made up for it a little later. Thankfully, he made everything else just, really bad first kick. But we were in the red zone multiple times, and we only got the touchdown once, and that was the opening drive. Somehow there were incomplete passes, or the running plays were very predictable. It's very unfortunate. So yeah, negatives there. That was one of them. The other one would just be everything about Jacksonville. From their offense, their offense was a joke. I know Maurice Jones-Drew getting hurt doesn't help, but that was bad. I also thought there were just a few plays and breakdowns where we were blitzing. I think the one field goal drive Jacksonville got, it was bad only because we blitzed on third down and it was predictable. So I'm not a fan of blitzing a secondary guy. I know the risk of blitzing, and unfortunately, Jacksonville countered the blitzes during that field goal drive, but for the most part, positives. Let's look at the positives. Definitely the defense overall. We didn't see Jacksonville do much, but Chad Henne was in a quarterback. They had a backup. There's really not much to cheer that much about because Jacksonville was playing with a backup quarterback. Otherwise, injuring Maurice Jones-Drew, that obviously took out their running game. They didn't have much the whole day, so it was pretty much of a joke game. Darren McFadden, big positive, had some nice bursting speeds on a few runs. Wish he got a touchdown, but did pretty well for the most part. Had a few big runs. I think that stat is a little bit deceiving because there were some carries that had like 0 or 2 yards, but for the most part, McFadden played well. I thought it was good to see him out there. Pryor, kind of up and down, inconsistent, but we were running the ball first. That's the good news. It's unfortunate that we go down the field and we can't get the touchdown. That's the other part that's frustrating still about this game. But a win is a win. It doesn't matter whether it's by 1 point or 200 points. It's still a win. So we're not the worst team in the NFL. For everyone who keeps wanting to say that, that's the positives. Unfortunately, we just beat Jacksonville, and there's not much to brag about a win over Jacksonville. So yeah, got a tough game next week. We'll see what happens there. But hey, a win is better than a loss, so we're 1-1. Here's to that. We'll see you guys later. Go Raiders.